optimizing your Pinterest profile. Here we are to make sure that you have the absolute best optimized profile, best description, best username, and all the information is ready in order to rank higher on Pinterest and to reach people all over the world, people that are interested on your products, your service, and your company. So here we are on the profile section. In order to access that, you click on the top right-hand side and go to settings, okay? And you will see this screen or some screens similar to this. Remember that Pinterest changed the interface very often, so if you are watching this course in the future, it maybe will be a little bit different, but the idea is the same. So here we are on the profile. First, we have the business account basics. You have your email. Of course, you can change, modify this. You can modify your password, your personal information, the business type. Remember when we switch your account from personal to business, or when we created a new business account, we choose the business type. Students always ask me, how do I change my business type later? This is how you do it. You come here to your profile, business profile, business type, and you can change to any other one that you prefer. Here we have the contact name. This is the contact name for your company. It's not the name that is showing when we go to your profile. Let me go to my profile here. So here we have the company name. In this case is my name. You see it's all capitals. So this name here, the contact name, is not the name that is showing on the account. This is basically the contact name for the company. So if your company is like, let's say, Internet Revolution LLC, for example, the contact name can be Diego Davila, and the profile name, which is the one that shows here, it can be your company name, in this case, Internet Revolution LLC, for example, right? Below that, we have the search privacy. You can choose to hide this profile for Google and other search engines. I strongly recommend you to leave this off because we don't want to hide this from the search engine. On the other hand, we want the search engine to find this, to find the keywords we are using here in order to rank higher on Google and even on Pinterest. Personalizations, you can turn on, off, use sites you visit to improve recommendations that you see or ads that you see here. This is not related to us right now because we don't care if Pinterest is showing us as a company improved ads, right? What we want is that Pinterest show my content or your content to your audience, okay? Great, now we go to the profile section, and here is where you can change and update your business name. You can add any names that you want, of course. Remember that this is your business page and you need to add the name of your company. If the company is you, in this case, the representative of this company is me, Diego Davila. I'm adding my name here because this profile is a company profile for you, for my students and my clients. Okay. After that, so you can add your business name here. After that, you can change your profile picture. Let's change this for another photo. Let's use this one here. In the picture, I recommend you to add your company logo if possible. That's great. It's great using the company logo here, or your personal photo if you are the company. In this case, I am the company, that's why I'm using my personal profile. Remember to use something that your customer will see and will relate with your company. If they are used to see a photo of your product, if the most famous thing on your company is not the logo of your company, but the product that you have, you can add here the photo of your product. So the basic goal here, guys, is to call the attention of your audience. So when they see that, they instantly recognize that this is coming from you, that this is your company, and this is what they already know. Next, we have the username, and you see here pinterest.com/ and you have the username here. This is important because the username needs to be, if possible, the same username you are using in other social medias. Okay, we talked about this before here on the course, how important the username is. In my case, my username, the username I use in all the social media is Real Diego Davila. That's my username. Let me put all in lowercase. So people, let's see if it's available right now. Yes, looks like it's available. If it's not available, Pinterest will let me know here on this box. After that, we have the About You. Here, I recommend you to add the mission, add a statement. This is the description of your profile. It's important to have this very, very clear, a very clear statement here showing to your followers why they need to follow you here on Pinterest, why they need to like your pictures, why they need to pin and save all the boards that you have, all the pins that you have, and everything that you are sharing. So in this case, I will add here amazing courses for amazing people. This is just an example. Of course, I need to add more information here. And as always, I recommend you to add your website here. Remember that we love adding our website to everything that we have online, because the most places you have your website, the more chances you have to drive traffic to this website, okay? Of course, we already have the website here. What are we adding the website here? It's up to you. I prefer my strategy that I recommend to you guys, to my students, my friends, and my clients is to add the website everywhere that you can. In the description, before we move forward, as you know, and we already talked about this in other chapters, in other modules here on the course, it's super important to use your keywords. So if you are creating online courses, for example, of course, use here online courses keyword, because when people go to Pinterest at the top here and they search for online courses, if the keyword is on your profile, you have higher chances to show first or to show in the first page, okay? First on the list or first on the first page. So that's why it's important to use your keywords here, keywords related with your business. If you have a cleaning pool service and you can use here, for example, the best cleaning pool service in town, your pool is clean, your pool is, use keywords that your customers will use to search here on the box. So you need to put yourself in your customer's shoes and think, if they want to learn more about my business, if they are looking for my business, for my service, for my products, what are the keywords that they will search on Google, for example? And these are your keywords that you need to use on your description. I hope you get the idea. If you need to learn more about that, please jump to the SEO module here on the course and you will learn everything about SEO and about keywords, okay? After that, we have the location. Enter your city here or your state, let's say Florida, in my case. Website, we already talked about this on prior videos here on this model. And notifications, I won't spend time talking about this. This is self-explanatory. You can just go through this and choose the ones that you like. After that, you scroll down to the bottom and click on Save Settings. And that's all you need to do. Now we have a brand new profile. You see here the new name that it was all uppercase. I changed it, and you can change this as you want. You have how many followers, following people. The website is here, and we have the location showing first here. And after the location, we have your description, the about page. Remember, amazing courses for amazing people. And again, we have the website here. That's what I love. Okay? I hope you apply this strategy. Looks simple, but this will make a huge difference on your performance here on Pinterest. People need to come to your profile. They need to see an amazing photo of your logo, of your company, of your product, or of you if you are the company in this case. Also, they will need to see your website, your description here, the location where your company is, and at your website again. So they need to come here and say, yes, I want to follow this company. I like these products. I like these pictures, okay? And after that, in the next video, we will talk about how you can grow your boards and your pins and your audience here on Pinterest. See you in the next video.